as he says it from Russia. With all eyes on the border crisis in Texas, Arizona law enforcement is overrun by its own conflicts. Watch as this crowd in Tucson shows protesters lashing out at cops for trying to arrest an illegal immigrant after he violated the traffic laws. And the Arizona Border Patrol says the crisis is getting so much worse. And in that, to stop the movement of the cops with the illegal, some were laying underneath the cop car so it couldn't move. This may surprise you, but not our next guest. He is documentarian, filmmaker Dennis Michael Lynch, focusing on illegals and our border. Dennis, your reaction to that latest uprising in support of the illegal?
I tell you, I feel terrible for the Border Patrol. I feel terrible for anybody in law enforcement at this point, Brian. I speak to these guys on a daily basis. The morale has never been lower for these gentlemen and for these ladies who are trying to protect our borders, protect our sovereignty. They're being told not to do their job. So just remember, they're dealing with this from two perspectives, Bri. From a professional standpoint, they're being told not to do what they signed up for. And as an American, because they understand that illegal immigration is just ripping this country apart slowly but surely, and it's breaking their heart. So it's a terrible situation.
Doesn't surprise you. Here's your interview with Arizona Sheriff blasting Washington for leaving him naked in Arizona.
Those making the decisions in Washington, D.C., those making decisions what happens on our southwest border are not here. Somebody could walk across right now and nobody would even detect them. We have to catch these criminals. These people have no respect for our freedoms and liberties and our citizens. I am very concerned.
So if you do catch them, they're allowed to get out, and they have more rights than anyone could imagine. But yet that's what they do every day. The frustration is evident.
Brian, there's two things I want to say about this. Number one is that, all eyes are on Texas. Border Patrol has been taken from Arizona to put down in Texas, so this way we could catch families and children and change diapers. I would guarantee you, in fact, I would bet my life on the fact, your last guest just said about ISIS coming into America, I would guarantee you they're already here. I have worked in the desert, and I have caught these people before, and I've seen Korans, prayer rugs, you name it. They're already here.
Wow. Okay, I want to bring you to another area. Now, there is surveillance, there are cameras, there are things that are up, but is it working? Here's your interview with an Arizona rancher.
In the last 22 months, we've had 43 full-size trucks full of marijuana come across this border, cutting the wall. So we've had $43 million go through this ranch.
Nobody stops them.
Nobody stopped it.
You get the drones up there, you got the satellites, you got the radar, you got the new cameras, you got the Border Patrol station over there. How is that happening?
I don't understand it. They haven't been caught.
Wow. And once they do get here, Dennis, here's what we're finding, and you have found, that they do have rights. Look at this, for example, we'll see some of the video now, and you can talk us through it. Here's an example of a pregnant illegal coming over, being dropped off over in Texas, and getting a care package.
Brian, it's actually two pregnant ladies. And remember, as soon as they give birth to these children, they're going to wind up being U.S. citizens. They're going to be entitled to everything there is that you and I are entitled to as citizens. At this point, citizenship is just something that comes out of a Cracker Jacks box to President Obama, obviously. This happens every single moment of every single day in South Texas, Brian. It isn't stopping.
Where do we see your documentaries, Dennis?
If people want to see them, they can actually pick up a bunch for free as well. And theycometoamerica.com. It's the only way. People need to see what's going on, Brian. It's the only way to stop the president from making his executive order and giving amnesty to everybody. Theycometoamerica.com. Thanks, pal.
He went from New York to Texas to Arizona to see for himself, and then you can see it too. Dennis Michael Lynch, thanks so much.
Thanks, pal.